Hello. Last week I got the plague, so I wasn't here. But I'm back. So let's try and see. Remember where we are, I guess? I don't know. Let's take a look. So I'll tell you what I do remember. Now, whether I actually did this on the internet in a way where you could see it or not, I can't remember. Um, so we've got our game state where we set the match and the roles to each player. So for that, I added our clues and stuff. I refactored the clues and I added that stuff onto the guest player state so that we could do this, or just for every player we set the roles, grant abilities, give those qualities, which are things that you could drop as evidence or clues. Now I'll show you in a bit. And then we can add the guest to the clues, master clues graph. The clues is a master clues graph that we have as part of the game state. So we've got the game state itself has a master clues graph, which it will use to like know what's going on, and then you can link clues back to other players, etc., etc., etc. I think we covered that, how they connect to each other, where like if there's a line, if it's public knowledge, as in people have colors of hair exist, colors of clothing exist. If those are, Bob has this color of hair and this color of clothing, and that's public knowledge, and you can travel through those nodes however you wish. And then there's not public knowledge, where you have to have found that piece of knowledge before you can travel through there and connect the dots. So what I did last time, the thing I remember doing last time, whether I did it online or not, I don't know, but I'm going to show you again now just in case, just to refresh my own memory. So we've got, last time we had the knowledge and collecting clues, and this. So that's the whole like thing. But the other thing that we've done up here is I did a refactor of the qualities. So guest qualities used to be like a set of tags. I believe it still is a set of tags. Let me double check it. It is not. But now it's f guest quality, which has a tag, and then I'll say either it's locked or not. And this is for when you have in the game, you'll be able to say, oh, I want this to be locked. And what you're saying is like, I want my hair to always be red, which is not a good idea, to be honest. Let it be random. But then you have these, which are the different types of qualities that are specifically like clues. Like I think we just talked about last time that if it's just like a character customization, it's not, we're not going to deal with that right now or within this kind of like framework. So like, you know, the look of the character and what actual the style of clothes, but these are clues you can actually drop, which is these things here. And all of these actually, I don't know if I got to that part, now exist as tags within here. Not specifically the sub tags, but the general higher level tag, the parent tag, hair, clothes, shoes, and unique item. A thing that I don't remember showing or not, so it's possibly new, is putting all this junk into a table. Which opens conveniently into another screen. So now I have all those clues here. So in the future, we can add new clues that match those. However, if you want to say, oh, let's shuffle through these, hair, close, close, close. You see they all start with that parent tag. So if we hop back over to here, go all the way to the bottom because obviously that's where it is. There's a shuffle quality. In the shuffle quality, we can get all the gameplay tags in the game that match, and it'll be tag array and the parent tag. So we get a container full of ones that children of this tag, and since we have those in here, that's your hair, clothes, shoe, and unique item. So I do this 4 times. So, oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Qualities dot clothes color. Thank you. So for each one, oh my god, I've lost it. There you go. So you can see this should be clothes color. Right, to match this one. And then it's clothes color, and then shoe type. And then unique item. So for each one of those, we call the shuffle quality with that parent tag, right? So hair, clothes, shoes, unique. We feed in the quality just in case. So we can go check that oct flag. And then we do a randomization. We just grab one of them, set the value. So what this means is that, what that means is that now we can go and add and remove and edit all of these and it will automatically grab all the shoes. So I can add different kinds of shoes, I can change out different kinds of shoes, and the next time we run this, without any compiling, it will pick out all the different shoes and pick from there. But now I have to compile it because I changed that other code. Great. So that's all in here. I closed that even though I didn't mean to. Doing 2 things at once. Good idea, though. All right. So that brings us to this. Can we let's see, qualities. So what I want to do is just get the qualities, print them out when the thing starts. Qualities is a structure. Can I split? Yes, I can. So what we'll do is we'll do this. A string end. We'll type in. Huh. Oh, compile completed. That's why it took over. All right. Qualities, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. qualities, and then we'll have everybody's favorite colon, space, and then we'll have the hair color. Oh, hair color. Oh, sorry. Forgot that these also have to be split. And let's see, can I go over here? Is it in here? No. All right, so we actually only wanted the value, right? We don't care about the locked for now. All right. Oh, thank goodness. That was a little bit confusing for a second there. All right. So we're going to get all those tags, and we're going to shuffle them into there, and then we're going to print them on the screen. Bright yellow. Not bright light yellow, reasonable yellow. We'll keep it on the screen for long enough for me to read it, which will be like 20 seconds. That's not what I expected to have happen. Can I refresh this node? What happened? Oh, that's what happened. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. I changed that, so it's gonna like make me redo this. I think since the last time I streamed, there's been a new version of Unreal Engine. Well, I haven't updated it, mostly because I ran out of space on this drive. I need to move a bunch of stuff onto the other drive. I used to have this thing, this machine, technically is still a Windows dual boot, except for the fact that I've deleted the the partition with Windows on it, so it kind of can't dual boot. I heard that Windows has decided every so often that if you go boot into Windows, it'll change your boot to delete your Linux boot, so I'm not going back in there anytime soon. I figured out everything that I wanted to use Windows for I can now do in Linux, so I don't really need to go back there. So I reclaim that space, but that also means that there's nothing in here that I can now that I still have to move some stuff over. I know that looks like a lot, but when I start actually playing games again, it's not going to be a lot. Okay, let's go over here and make sure this thing compiles. It does. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to hop in and we're going to go looking for this print and see if I get fancy qualities or if I've screwed it up. All right, so I'm going to actually just go one player. I only need one player to go. sketchy button. Darn it, I forgot what the button for. Oh, well, that's like not letting me take it. And the game is R. Put it in the same spot. B. Red clothes, shoes, watch. If I run it again, do I get a different set of things? I hope so. White hair, red clothes, boots, and a bracelet. So yeah, so that part works. I'd say check it off, but don't check it off. I'm gonna delete all this then. Actually, I'll leave it there for now. We've done that. The other thing I want to do, there's this, which is to set up the initial clues graph. So what I've done here is I've added everything into the clues. Now, I don't know. Let's take a look at the clues and see the clues in here. Clues is this guy here. So if it's private, what I'm trying to figure out is how do I prove all this is in there? Which is an interesting proposition. What we could do, if we want to know if the graph exists as a graph, we could say, booting back out to here, sorry, to here, we could say that after all this, we can do a query of some sort, right? We don't know the query because it's random. Unless we do it here. Okay, hold on. The way this should work, I should be able to say walk to from the start to a particular tag nose. Okay. What we're trying to do is actually use what we've made. actually, we already have kind of a way to test this, right? Because if we go set look, no. We have a way. We can say can base clue noticed. No. We had a thing. Do you remember the thing? It was, what's in here? Ability that needs evidence. Play the montage. On completed, we're going to do something different. So base clue, did we set up base? We did set up base clue to use clues instead of evidence, right? I think we did that. There is evidence here, but does that get used anywhere? I think that was getting used somewhere. All right. So we are did collect clues. I don't know why it hasn't complained about me not setting evidence, but whatever. Oh, because I was doing the clue in the level, right? So if we go in the test map, sure. I don't think I did anything. It's actually this clue itself. Whose identity I've lost. It's an interesting thing, not a clue. All right, sure. What do you say? I obviously haven't finished doing that part. Well, let's finish doing that part before we move on. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this link so that we only go through the clue. And when we generate evidence, we don't get evidence to drop. I only like those other click. Okay, we get a very weak way of changing. There we go. So evidence is gone, and clue should be there. Clue is not there. Hold on. Clue is public. Instance editable. Expose on spawn. Yeah, we want to do that. I think that's the one we're looking for. There it is. Clue. There's integer, so we slap that into there. Shuffle qualities. The only thing I feel like I'm missing a bit. What do you think? Get these qualities. Shuffle qualities. What are we missing? We're missing the ability to add this. We may have these qualities. I dropped the idea that I have. I know the character has a hair color, right? And it knows it has a hair color. And when we go to drop a clue, that clue has to exist within the knowledge graph. So the clue isn't just that. We also have to add the fact that this thing. So I need to create a clue with the tag this will not usually be there. Okay. I got it. So get clue to drop. It grabs that. Get clue to drop. Sorry. I've just realized that this must not work because it goes drop equals math range. Clues I can drop. How do I figure out clues I can drop? Where did that come from? Clues I can drop. Obviously, but guys, come on. Just let me. Thank you. All right. We never populate this, do we? We need to populate that. And what's the best place to do that? In here? Guess qualities? It's an F. So no, it's not the best place to do that. Best place to do that is in here because it's an actual class. Or in blueprints. Probably in here, right? probably in here, actually. Let's continue this. Grab this, drag this all the way out. Because we're going to put one in the middle, which is clues. Get. Function call. Wait. Sorry, before I go crazy, here's an add guest in clues. Add guests. Oh, yeah, okay. It does it in here. So yes, they do guest clues. I can drop add. All right, no. It does work. I'm sorry. I forgot that's what this part does. So this part's good. I've written it in the past. It's just that I was sick as a dog in between and forgot I'd done it. So this should drop a clue that's in the graph, not like a tag. And then we can go get it later. And when we get it, it should spit out, because it has to go back to the clues and spit out what it is. Right? So let's see if that works first. Hold on. Why is this not loading the whole thing? Oh, I have a Christmas decoration in the way. Suppose on spawn, but not set as instance enable. Suppose on spawn. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Okay, does that load the way I want it? No. Does it still start the match? No. Hold on. Do I need to do it like from here? Do I need to open 2 just to like make it work the way I want it to? No. Oh, I have the test. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. I need to actually have the main menu level open. Okay, here I am. I have those, right? I can do something sketchy, which is R. If I remember which buttons are. I think I just did. There it is. It's found a clue. It's none. That's no good. All right. So Stop. Found a clue, it's none. That's not what we wanted to see. So, found a clue, it's, and then B. Get. Target is clues. Clues. Target. Clue. We get tag. The tag that we would have set up over there. Let's see what this number is. Let's see what this number is. I don't need to. Now that I'm loading the right one, I don't need to. Oh, there it is. Vicious action. It's -1. Well then. And why I dropped it, was it -1? Did I look? No. Did I bother? No. Alright. So wait. I should look this time. Okay, let's look. So it's putting -1 into the clue, which is bad. And it's also forgot. Oh, it's just being dumb. All right, sure, yeah, whatever. Guys. All right. Guys. Sometimes I really hate that this thing doesn't seem to like care that I'm like using it. Lose my keyboard. All right, so it's putting -1 in there, which means that when it's doing this, either the link to found is not working, and it's not like finding this, or no, we know the quality is working, right? Because it prints those out. So it must be the link to found or the get thing. All right, clues add C. So we add a new C. Add guest. I feel like we need a way to know what's already in there, because right now we don't know if these are in there, so that when we add these clues, they should be in there, man, right? Fuck. It usually does this when it's running out of juice, but it's been plugged in the entire time. Just double checking. Creating. Weird. So I'm gonna look up something dumb. just to confirm I'm not crazy. Oh, 5.3 has a last does that exist in our current one? I don't actually want that. I want the index of it because that's what we're using. See, that's what I'm doing. So the question is, firstly, is this working? Gameplay tag thing. Find gameplay tag thing. Find index of predicate. Tag clue.tag equals tag and clue.thing equals thing. Is it because is it null? I swear I have a default of null pointer in there, meaning that it should be null. And the default for clue is that it's null pointer, so it has to be null if I don't set it myself. I add that, and we know where it is. Then we go get the guest with this color, guest with this value. Or sorry, link to these. When I do the link, does this find it, or does it actually do the link? No, it does the link. Int link. So we go find thing, which would be the concept of red hair, and we link. The link will be I, which is me. And then for each of these new clues, I return the new index, right? If it's not equals none, we make the link and return QI. And we know that no, we don't know if that works. We know the qualities are there, but we don't know the clues I can drop are there. Let's check those. So we've got all this stuff here. These are not the clues that we can drop. Those are qualities. So we need to go at the end of this. And for shits and giggles, after this is done, go to the bottom and we say I missed by a little bit. This is why I'm not good at first-person shooters. I can't even get like the line to show up. Okay, so what we'll do with this is we go like this, we push B. Where's my list? All right, so I push B, 0, and my quality. So the first of all, it seems to be doing it out of order, so that's no good. What's the point of a sequence? It doesn't do it in order. Okay. Interesting. Why don't we go? What if we did this? Like, a sequence should work, right? Sequence does work. Otherwise, like, half the internet wouldn't work, right? It's this inside here that isn't working because we don't have any clues. There's nothing in the clues I can drop. Do I does it feel like this isn't working, as in like not just not working, but like we go clues, add guest, but like the guest isn't even like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not even doing this bit because it says even if this goes -1, -1, -1, -1, these should be like yes. Oh wait, but if it's not, if it's index none, then it won't add it. All right, so it could be the find, the link in the find isn't working. So this could be the part that's not working. Is that public? Can I call that from outside? No, but I can make it so. All right, let's do this. Let's use the find and see if it can find an existing thing. Because we should be able to say once we've put those in there and do an add guest, we can take one of the tags that we know is in there because of it's in the qualities, and then search for it. didn't hate me. That's a good sign. But I probably still have to close this because I've changed guest player state to have a new thing on it. Okay, back into this code. So we don't know if our find is working, I think, is the main thing, because the find returns, yep. Oh no. Split. Reconnect these. I don't know why it disconnected those. I didn't edit that one, but it decided it needed to die anyways. All right. After we add a guest, we need to check to see if I think that's a good time to see if the find is working. I'm gonna drag this off to. We've added our guest, and we want to do a clues find. Got to be call function find, and we are going to go this. That's going to be null. I'm going to print it out. What we're going to do, we're going to say which clue is whatever this unique item is, which should be in the graph, because we've added them all prior to this set up initial clues graph up here, I think. Yeah, add gameplay tags as common clues. All right. Okay. And B. No, not B. Was it B? Server 00. Very suspicious. It's saying down here, array element. Oh, sorry. So we can see which. Is clue number. There you go. So it should print out something useful. All right, and clue number 0. Is it clue number 0? If I put something else, let's say the same thing. Actually, it shouldn't be, right? The first thing in there should be, this should never be 0, because that's the first item in the array, right? So the find definitely isn't doing what it's supposed to. Return clues, index of predicate, and then we have a tag and a thing. Takes in the clue. Return clue dash dash tag and clue dot. All right. Index the first element that matches the specified predicate, again returning this index none if the value was not found. So it's saying the first thing it finds matches that, but it can't match that because it's a different one. Clue.tag equals tag and clue.thing equals thing. If a tag and a thing, the tag we get from here, or actually in the first place we get it from here. Clue, tag, comment, unique, add. I think we need to know what's in this clue set. And we'll see how Unreal Engine deals with that. Terrible decision of mine. Well, it seems to be okay with it. I will restart Unreal Engine because I don't trust it not to like screw up the hot loading. Oh, but I didn't expose it as a blueprint. Oh, okay. Blueprint. Sorry. I have to do it again. succeed? Do I have to reload it because I haven't like restarted Unreal Engine? I hope not. You think I can just go use it? Whoa. Okay, and then we can do a for each loop. I'm gonna print everything. Instead of going through the find, we'll go down here and we'll see if it's like even there. Prints. Nope, element. Actually, both, right? Because the index is what's getting returned up here, so we probably want append string. Okay. Go into here, and then the element can go here. Clue structure, split, tag. I'm just going to do the tag and do the thing. Will it give a shit? Sure. All right, and then add a pin. See if it's common. Nothing. Just the number 0? That doesn't make sense. Access none. Branch graph for each loop function. Array of clue structures. Okay. Can we maybe do a print? So I should get two numbers when I push B, right? This is 0, and then the length of the clues. 0. So none of these things are being added. Supposedly. I know this is the same thing as the other thing, but I want to see if it's in here, like it's disappearing in the middle of this, or what. Not liking this. Maybe my code for accessing that is wrong. T-array. We used T-arrays already. Right, not down there, but up here we've used them for evidence, and it hasn't been like a problem. I don't have to like forward declare them or anything like that, right? They just exist. The fact that none here doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's because of how I've done it. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then we just return clues. And that way we don't mess with how the actual like this works, because I don't know how that even worked out. I'm sure it's built into Unreal, but still. I still don't like how that keeps coming up. None. So it's like, well, this array doesn't exist, but it's like, well, no, we made it. And I'm not even try my luck on this one. Doing it twice. Oh, okay. All right, so now when I do it, can I get a clues array? And that returns some values. So that's a more what I'm trying to do with it. And then this is a array, which we can get a length of. Still 0. So is that because, oh, there we go, access none, trying to read real property clues and tags as common clues, add guest, clues array. Interesting, hold on. But mystery game state, I don't have that over here, do I? Right? So this is actually me being a dum-dum. You want to set the clues. You want to set it as a I don't know how to do it. Clues is how do I okay, but that doesn't that does no guys this is all C++ code. I need to make one in blueprints, right? Did I not type blueprints? Kind of. Somebody must have done it, right? Construct object from class, is that it? Got to turn off the context sensitivity. Seriously, guys? Come on. There we go. Now, okay, so we're going to the class is going to be clues. Okay, does this all magically work now because I was an idiot? It's possible. This is what happens when you stop like halfway through and then you get sick. Oi! Look at that. Whole bunch of numbers. That's good, right? And then if I... Where's my shadow so I can see if I'm actually doing it? One of these buttons makes me like... Oh, there we go. There we go. Clue number 9. Okay, so we go forward. Found a clue. It's number 9, boots. That's why I dropped. Can I drop a different one? Seven. It's a hair. Ha ha ha. All right. Ooh. I'm not terrible at programming. It worked. Okay, so every time I go there, it does add, it doesn't, it tells me it adds it, but if we look at our code, first of all, do I need to, okay, let's delete this. Now I've done something smart, like, you know, clues I can drop. So we know the clues I can drop works because I dropped clues, right? Kill this pin, and we got our little debug of what we have for us. I'm okay with keeping that. We did a find, probably, and then the clue. How did I? There it is. So let's kill this. I am killing this. I'm removing the evidence from here. So we're going like that. We're getting. So we found the clue, right? Collect the clue. But the collect clue code says specifically that it's add unique. So I think it might be interesting. We'll have to see if it's worthwhile to keep that around, as in saying like every time you go there, you get a message saying you found it again, even though you've already found it. Who knows? But then all this is just double checking that we did find it, and we did find it. All right. Well, that was more, that worked better than I thought. I just had to actually create the clue object as opposed to just like let it sit around. Okay, with that in mind, what I'm gonna do is I just deleted all that stuff, right? So there's this stuff, evidence I can drop. I'm not gonna do any of this stuff anymore, right? So let's delete that. And then delete this. Whoops, delete this. And then evidence, delete this. I think that's all we need to do, right? Let's find out. Let's see if the entire thing breaks. And we can be done with the old evidence system, which was what's the word I'm looking for? To it was object oriented in the bad way, right? You can have bad object oriented stuff. Where I gameplay ability target data evidence. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't even know where I used that. Let's find out. Let's find out the hard way where I used that. Oh no, I just want to delete it. There we go. I think it was in character. But the clue stuff works fine without me like. And it's not like it works differently than the other one, right? I still like it has the same code in it. I don't even know what this was about. Oh, I have to take it out of the. I have to take it out of here too. Otherwise, it's like what is this? Get evidence to drop. Delete this guy. And there's some more evidence stuff here. Delete. Don't need that. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Do I need to do that for the other stuff? Like the clues? My clues I can drop and my knowledge? Because that's the equivalent of the evidence I collected evidence. So I should probably keep that around. Abilities, qualities, clues, knowledge, interesting things, lifetime, looking at guest attributes. All right, that looks all right. Let's see if that goes. Compile complete. Good. Does the game still work? Are you sure you want to play in editor? Mystery gameplay. Let's go look. I think I probably just have to smash compile. Oh, this guy. Maybe I have to do it out here. Hold on. Would that keep my It's funny how that's the one thing that like explodes every time I recompile. I have no clue why. Probably just that the blueprints can't handle like 2 layers of the break when refreshing the node, and it just doesn't know what to do. Oh no, it's doing it. Refresh. Compile. Refresh. Compile. Nope. I did do a lot of changes in theory. Okay, dokie. So now can I go? Host. Does it explode? Explodey explodey? Something exploded, but wasn't what I thought it would be. Ha. All right, finally. Give it to me proper. Make a note. Oh, some evidence stuff, eh? Guest character. Oh, okay. That's not right. What is this? Add a clue. Debug, add a clue to drop. Where'd this come from? Is it macro? No. It's just here we go. Server we can add debug add clue to drop. All right. Delete that. Compile. Okay, that works. Base clue. Giving me shit. Compile. What's my problem? Nothing. It's just didn't know what to do. All right. All right, that goes. Host. Ooh, 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 ooh. And go. All right. And then do something sketchy. Oops. Try again. All right. Keyboard's being wacky again. I don't know what it is, man. Either B or not B, guys. All right, all right, all right. here we go. Once again. Do something weird. One of these buttons. I know it's one of these buttons. Oh, sorry. Start the game. Do something weird. Ha! I'm a villain, so I can't actually pick up this clue. I can't see it. Hold on. To see what that's totally some sort of race condition with construction strip. We'll see what that is later. All right. Am I a detective? No, I'm a villain. Oh my god. Can I make my just roll? We can keep rolling until I get like the roll I need to like debug this. There we go. Haha. That's what I was looking for. So I'm gonna do something weird. It's like, oh, what's going on? And there we go. I walk into it. I get a thing. Drop another clue. It says 8. Those are my shoes. Perfect. Perfect. And our message log is again about my viewpoint, hey? At the viewport. Anyway, that's cool. That works now. I can probably get rid of the thing that lets me get the clues array. Before I do that though, I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row, because essentially that's the last thing I'll do is delete that and log out. I've got the clues table. I've got that for another day. No, that's it. All right, let's get rid of this and then recompile, and then we can say we did it. We beat the odds. Because everything's working. Nothing's not compiling, which means that I got rid of all the traces of the old evidence code and replaced it with the clue code. We know the find works, which means I haven't tested the walk, have we? We need to test the walk. Do I have time for that? Let's see, can I? We can test the walk by doing, yeah, see now it keeps it, I think. Compile. Okay, we can test a walk by doing, so it's doing a find on that one. So let's replace this. Oh, it's not doing a find on that one, by the way. Let's replace that with clues.walk2. we won't do it here. I know where we'll do it. Cool. Give me a second. We'll do it over here when we pick up the clue way. We collect the clue, and then we do this stuff that says, I found a clue. But while we're at it, after this, we'll say, get game state. I can do that over here. Get game state. Cast to mystery game state. And then we'll say clues. Walk to. Tag is going to be clues.guest starting at clue. See how this is working? And then we get a return value of integers. So what we'll do is we'll just go for each, and we will say sorry, where's the integer? Get call function, call function get element that returns a clue. And then we're going to say this is a string append. Where's my string append list? Nope. Don't do it coming off of there. And we're going to say that. So when we get the clue, it will go look up the suspects related to that clue. In this case, it will just be us, but we should be able to return ourselves, right? Detective, good. Okay, I'll do my sketchy thing. I'll walk into it. Did you see it? Did you see it? Player state 0 as a suspect. Clues guessed. So it walked through to find the one person it could be, which is me. Oh, it works, guys. It works. All right, I'm gonna call it there then before I screw it up. So we tried it out, is essentially what we did. I mean, we tried it out. We realized that you do have to, we forgot to initialize in the game state the clues object. So it was just kind of like, it was just doing nothing. I understand Blueprints is a little bit nicer, right, than C++, so I expected it to like hard crash and say there is no clues object, but it didn't. But once we figured out that there wasn't any clues object, then we only have that one viewport error in there, so that's a good sign. We know that it is shuffling the qualities properly, so we do have the colors and shoe types and unique items are being shuffled properly. And then after we've done that, we add it to the clue graph and it automatically links it up to everything else. And we know it's doing that because those clues are appearing in the clue graph as well. And when we pick up a clue, we can trace back on that clue through the graph to all the possible suspects with that clue, which is fantastic. So yeah, let's see. That's a great place to stop right now. I will say probably the next thing I want to do at some point is make something similar to get rules for match, and then write one of these common clues that will tighten up how many of these you get depending on how many players are in there, so you get some overlap. Because if there's only 4 people and they all have unique hair, then it kind of doesn't help. It's just like, oh, one hair, yeah, it's you. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But I think that's a good place to stop because we have shown through our debug statements that all these things work. Maybe there's some edge cases we haven't figured out yet. And we'll do the proper way of finding those by having stupid shit happen later on and going, what the hell's going on? But I would say that probably works great, which is pretty good considering like I just wrote this stuff off the top of my head. I don't care about the unique stuff. Ooh. I should do this if it's unique. I mean, did it crash last time? No, let's not touch it. We'll come back to this. Yeah, that's great. So that gives us one more step, and I'm going to open up my text thing to like remind myself what I've done. So this week, after finishing the clues refactor, we did some sketchy debug to console statements to mostly show what we wrote did actually work. So next week, we want to do the little bit where we remove a unique item from clues clues I can drop, which is that one little line I found at the end. And then we can start on this, I think, because this is going to be the next kind of spot. Because this all kind of works. There is some stuff about like more the effects, like the survival game effects, but I want to get this stuff with the interactables going and being able to use those to actually murder people. I think that's more important than how drunk you are first. We can do that's easy stuff. We kind of have a proof of concept with the being hungry, so we'll do that near further along. This stuff, we haven't killed anybody in a murder game, so let's get that going. But yeah, sounds good to me. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you next time.